So the bring your own device, and Daryl talked about this briefly on the panel, where applications like Appian allow you to do things on any device, is we are getting into that sort of era where people want to be able to bring their own device to things. Now, of course, consumers have to be able to do this, or your customers, I should say, have to be able to do this. They are going to work on their own computers. They're going to use the browser of their choice, and if you tell them that they have to use Internet Explorer, then they're probably going to get cranky with you. Which is exactly what I do when somebody tells me I have to use Internet Explorer. But so we kind of are used to this idea that we have to provide this sort of capability to our customers, but now that's happening with our employees as well. So now your employees are going to want to work on the device that they want, and they're going to want to work on the browser that they want. So you can't go in and give them an old, Windows XP machine running IE6, and believe it or not, I still see that in some places. No hands, I won't embarrass you here to say who is actually still on that kind of environment. But it's people they say, well, I want to bring my own computer because it's got all this other stuff on it that I can make use of. And I want to be able to just plug into the corporate internet or the corporate intranet and work directly on my own device. Or I want to use my own smartphone and access corporate data. Or now I want to use my own iPad and I want to be able to look at analytics about my business area on my own personal iPad, not a company device. So how do you handle that now? As a corporate IT department, of course, the first thing they say is no. But secondly, they start looking at, well, what's the security infrastructure we need to put in place? What's the new kind of ideas about how this stuff works that we have to put in place? But a lot of this is the cultural change. The technology is there to support this. You can have people bring in their own devices, plug them in. It's not really a danger to your corporate network for the most part, is because you can control the environment in which they access corporate data. But it's really about the business culture of not being able to control what they have on their desktop anymore. Some will say it's also a support issue, but I think it's control as much as it is support. So the bring your own device is certainly something that's starting to get legs in the industry. Certainly I'm seeing it in a lot of smaller businesses where the employees are encouraged to bring their own smartphone or tablet for sure. In some cases bring their own PC as well. They'll get an allowance for it. It's not like the company's trying to cheat them out of something, but it's about the idea that they can really decide what their environment should be. So this is beyond the kind of customization at the software level that we saw on the previous slide. This is really about really saying what their own environment is totally.